The future of the country's only toll motorway now. The company running the M6 toll is trying to renegotiate its loans and do a deal with the government to stop it having to pay £100 million towards a new link road to the M54.
Well, the motorway has now been open for nearly 10 years, but traffic levels are far lower than anticipated, with many drivers put off by the charges. Our transport correspondent Peter Plisner's in Staffordshire right now on a bridge above the M6 toll. These are clearly tough times for the roads operator, Peter.
It's been very tough, Nick. We've had the recession, but even before the recession, numbers were lower than expected. When it opened, it was forecast that the road would attract 74,000 vehicles per day. Latest traffic counts say that it's less than half that, around 34,000. And that's not been good news at the toll booths behind me, where obviously they've taken less money. Latest figures from M6 toll accounts for 2011 show that they lost £41 million. And it's also said that they're struggling with a debt of around £1 billion. Now, in an effort to attract more customers, particularly lorries who pay £11 to use the road, they are making it free for July. And Kevin Reid has been out with one haulier who's already taken up the offer.
R. Adams and Sons in Henley and Arden in Warwickshire have been transporting food products for 60 years. It's a family business employing 27 drivers. They rarely use the M6 toll because they say it's not cost effective.
Well, we roughly send 20 lorries a day northbound, so 20 lorries a day, £11 each truck each way, £22 a day for each truck, around about £440 per day. My customers will not pay for us to use that toll.
But while it's free, they're taking full advantage. I joined driver Martin Doody to see if others were doing the same. Well, surprisingly today there are very few lorries on the M6 toll. You'd have thought with it being free it would be full, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Martin believes other hauliers haven't switched because the M6 is a shorter route and outside the rush hour it's not all that bad. And he believes the only way to increase toll usage is to reduce charges permanently.
It's like driving abroad on this road at the present. There's not much traffic on it. They should make it cheaper for the lorries to run on, and the lorries would use it if it was cheaper. Yesterday I used it 3 times, and if I'd have had to pay for that would have been £33.
But back at the depot, his boss would like to see more radical action from the government.
Well, I think probably the government should put some pressure on the French government, French people who own it, maybe to take it off them and open it up for us. Maybe the government should buy the toll road off them and get us onto there to relief. Instead of doing the roadworks on the M6, surely it would be far more practical to use it, toll road, and open it up for the transport industry.
R. Adams and Sons will continue to use the M6 toll for the rest of the month, but then it's back to the daily grind of the M6 and all its problems. Kevin Reid, BBC Midlands Today, Warwickshire.
Peter, earlier we asked people to email in to tell us what they thought about the toll road, and of all the emails I've been looking through, basically people want it either to be free or vastly reduced. Any chance of either?
Well, Joe, although it's free for lorries this month, I don't think they can afford to do it for cars or indeed reduce the toll. But drivers we've been speaking to today said that if the toll was reduced, they might use it.
It's a little bit cheaper, then I'll probably use it a bit more, but I only use it if it's really busy or if it's work.
It's expensive really, because if you compare these 7, it's gone up every year. So that's the other thing, that will it get up to £6-7?
Well, I think we pay enough as it is. We do, don't we? We pay enough in road tax.
Again, calls for it to be nationalised, which is basically when the government buys it back. Is that likely?
Well, that's pretty unlikely too. The government can't really afford it, and I don't think governments like to go around nationalising things. Some organisations have been highly critical of the road. The Campaign for Better Transport told us this evening that by any reasonable measure, the M6 toll road is a failure. It hasn't cut congestion or supported the economy. But another transport organisation that we've been speaking to says the government should step in and help reduce the toll.
Motorists just will not use a toll road if it is too expensive. What we've got to do is persuade government to look into the cost of a toll and then come to an agreement with the owners of that particular road to make sure that we as the motorist can get the best use of that toll road, providing the price is right.
Peter, we can see it behind you tonight. It's hardly anybody's on it at all. Is there a chance that this road could go bust?
Well, that seems unlikely. At the moment, they're trying to refinance it, effectively remortgage the house. But because of that £100 million contribution to that link road that you were talking about earlier, that's not proved particularly easy. They've tried to do a deal with the government, but the government hasn't agreed. Tonight, MEL, Midland Expressway, made no comment.
Peter Plisner, thank you.